Hey everyone, so I just want to do a quick video. I'm going to try and make it a quick one. Just a conclusion on this vehicle. This is the 400,000K. It was about a 2012 150 Prado. A conclusion on what works are needed when you purchase a 3 or 4,000K vehicle, what you should expect, because I don't want people to be surprised, go buying 250, 300, 350, 400,000K vehicles, and then their jaw drops when they realize they've got to spend 10 grand on the car. Now, that's not an exaggeration. You might get away with less. You might be able to do some work yourself, but it might cost you more than that. So let's run through all the typical things, because there's nothing on this vehicle that was a surprise to me. And I can tell you this without looking at them, what you're going to need to do if it hasn't been done, especially. And remember, when people tell you, oh, the injectors have been done, most of the time, is that true?
No.
That's right. They are, when they say that, they are
Talking rubbish.
They're lying, mate. They're lying. Lie, cheat, and steal is what they're doing. That's how they get ahead. They just tell you things, and then you pay more money, and they end up with more, and you end up with less. So, without further ado, unless there's evidence of a good, proper injector job, and I don't mean with counterfeit, remanufactured, second, third, fourth class injectors, first class, genuine, tier 1, OEM injectors, fuel pipes, proper job, intake cleaning, that will need to be done. Just budget, draw a circle around 5 grand. 5 grand injector job, okay. The BFE job, that's going to be your coolant, your belts, your bearings, everything. Same thing, not done here. You can see the color of the coolant. It's non-existent, right? That's just the coolant. The water pump would be leaking. It's probably never been changed. Timing belt might have been done, but the idle and tensioner won't be. The main drive belt probably hasn't been. It'll be aftermarket. And the bearings, draw a circle around 2 grand. I'm just giving you round figures numbers here, right? So 5 plus 2. All right, that's what we've got up here. There's going to be some service work, some air filters and fuel filters. Just put a major service, $1,000, right? So you're already up to 8 grand. You haven't even got started yet. Now, has it got good tires on it? Look at the tires. You're looking about another $1,500 if it needs tires. Has the suspension been changed, or is it flogged? You're looking another $2,000 for suspension, plus a bit of installation. It's already up to, sounds like about 10 grand to me. I'm not adding up. Right, what else is there? Your front lower control arm bushes and maybe ball joints. This vehicle, if I remember correctly, the ball joints were okay, the lower ball joints, that's good. So you can just put bushes there. Oh, did this one already have bushes in it, didn't it? Yeah, this is the one that had the new bushes. So lucky on this one, because it had a roadworthy, the bushes are done. So that's good. Otherwise, you can budget a couple of grand, because again, parts and labour, you can get genuine, you can get aftermarket. If you do aftermarket, it might cost you $1,000, $1,500. If you do just bushes, it might cost you $1,000. If you do genuine arms and labour, it's going to cost you $2,000, $2,500, $3,000. Depends if it's a 120 or 150. They're the things you can expect to spend money on. Front wheel bearings, we recommend every 200,000 Ks, right? There's another 2 grand. So this is adding up quite rapidly, and this is the averages. At 400,000 Ks, you can almost expect that your rear wheel bearings are going to be, the seals are going to be leaking, oil wash through those. You're buying a vehicle, I hope, very cheap once they get to the higher amount of Ks, unless you're buying it from someone that says, like me, that says, hey, I put a new engine because I can. Hey, I put a new turbo because I can. Hey, I put a new fuel transfer unit because I can. Hey, I put a new alternator. Hey, guess what? The BFE's been done. Hey, even though I put a new engine, I just put another set of injectors at 100,000 Ks. Hey, I just put a new front diff in the car. Hey, I just put a new rear diff. Hey, I just put a new set of Dobinsons. Hey, I just put a new set of bloody wiper blades, whatever. Hey, I just gave it the headlight. Hey, everything's done. There's nothing to spend. That's totally different to someone that hasn't looked after their vehicle and everything's due. They're selling their 250, 300, 400,000 K problems that has been lack of service because they didn't want to spend money. They didn't see the value. If they were smart, last of the best, they would have kept it. They would have drip fed the money into it at 200,000, injectors. At 250, control arms. At 300,000, BFE job. They just slowly drip feed it, and they'd realise, hey, it's been years since I spent a couple of grand on this thing, or injectors every 7, 8, 9, 10 years, whatever, right? And you know what? Over time, that's nothing per week to keep the last of the best running and healthy. If they were smart, they wouldn't have sold it. The good news is you've got it. I hope you got it at a good price, but these are the things that you need to expect. Everybody needs to expect. So on this vehicle, we've just done a full service. Let's say oil filter. We're going to leave the transmission. It's a manual. So the transmission, the clutch has been done, and we believe the transmission oil was clean. The transfer case is done. The front and rear diffs are done. The brake fluid flush is done. You know, we're looking at the coolant. We've done, so blah, blah, blah. We looked at the air filters and the cabin filter and all that sort of thing. So as far as service goes, it's up to date, other than the coolant and what's going on there, which I've talked about in another video, either before or after this. So I'm not going to talk about that. And when you see coolant that's not nice, red and clean, it's a sign that it hasn't been serviced or it's got some sort of problem. So watch the videos in the inspection playlist. On our YouTube channel here, we've got a lot of playlists. Check which one's relevant for you today. And inspection before you buy a vehicle, even after you do. But I'd suggest before you buy one, or if you own one, get to know underneath the vehicles what things look like under the bonnet and underneath the vehicle, what the coolant should look like. I've demonstrated with my cars. I've demonstrated with well looked after customers' cars. Make sure all your levels are right of your brake fluid and all this sort of thing. So check all these things out. But I just wanted to do, I did say a quick one, didn't I? To recap, you could do a power steering flush. There's no schedule on that. That's something that you could do as well. I just wanted to run through the sorts of things. Now, here, the extra clamp there. So I fixed up the battery, right? That's not a big deal. I don't know why people don't trust these clamps. These are the best. This thing, it's just gonna, if you over tighten it, it's got a sharp edge there, by the way, but it cuts into the side of the hose there. And over time, hot, cold, expansion, contracting here, and then that clamp ends up cutting through, where these are just so much nicer and not over tightened. And see the load spread? See, it's a wider clamp than this skinny little one. It spreads the load over the hose. Anyway, whatever. I could go on and on, as you can see. But this just recapped pretty much what we found with this vehicle. So what needs to be done now? We've done the service work. So most imperatively, the injectors and the EJAR clean, that we'll call it the big birthday injector job, right? That needs to be done. I would highly recommend the BFE job, because the water pump's probably going to solve the coolant leak. We've got some clean coolant in there before we waste time and start bypassing the cooler. Everything there, yeah, injectors, BFE, that's good. Then I would do the wheel bearings, because obviously they can go bad really quickly. Once they're at 400k, no grease left, all dry and old, you're away on a trip, they can collapse very quickly, very dangerous. Front wheel bearings, highly recommended if you pick up a vehicle anywhere over 200,000, but especially the closer you get to 300,000 or 400,000, front wheel bearings, really urgent. The rear ones, not so urgent yet, because they generally go bad slowly. So if you're short of money, no need to panic about that. And the suspension, well, old original suspension at 400k is not good, but that is probably something you need to look at next, since the lower control arms are good, the tyres are good, but tyres will probably come after suspension. So the way I look at it, it sounds like there's about 10 grand to spend initially over the next probably, you know, a few months, 6 months, whatever it might be. And then you're back to zero position. You don't have to do that. It's not like every year. It's just once. You got a good, cheap old car, you need to spend that money. Bada bing, bada boom. Catch you on the next video. Hope that helps. See ya.